All right, so this first one, number 2 there, we're going to put what in our little corner? -2, right? It's basically the opposite of that. Okay, then I need a 1 for the x cubed. There's no x squared, so I have to add 0. Did you remember to add your 0? Then a -3 for the x, and then a 5 for our constant. Okay, so don't forget about adding your 0, just like we did for long division. Drop your 1 below the line, and then we multiply. -2 times 1 is -2. And remember, we're doing addition here. After we get the two numbers. 0 plus a -2 is -2. -2 times -2 is a +4. -3 plus 4 is a +1. -2 times 1 is -2. 5 plus a -2 is a 3. Remember, that's my remainder. Okay, so my answer then, since it started out as x cubed, that's an x squared. So it's 1x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then 3 is my remainder, so since it's positive, I put plus 3. What was it, x plus 2 that we were dividing by. Okay, a lot quicker, easier than long division, right? For number 3, you have to do synthetic division for put 5 in the corner and -1 in the corner. So you have 2 problems there. Okay, I got my 1 for x cubed, I got a 3 for x squared. I don't have an x, so I got to put a 0 there this time. And then the -6. And then the other one was what? -2? -1. So the other one is -1. It's the same numbers, 1, 3, 0, 6. And then my answer is just that number at the end where my remainder would be. Okay? I don't have to write out the long answer like we do when it's division. Okay? So drop the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 times 8 is 40. 0 plus 40 is 40. 5 times 40 is 200. -6 plus 200 is a 194. So that's that answer. You don't have to write all that stuff out. My answer is just 194. Here, drop the 1. -1 times 1 is a -1. Add those, I get a 2. -1 times 2 is -2. Add those, I get -2. And -1 times -2 is a +2. Add those, I get 8. Okay. So basically, what we're doing there is if I were to substitute 5 in place of the x or the -1 in place of the x, those are the answers we get. We get 194 if I substituted 5 in, and 8 if I substituted -1 in. Did I make a mistake? Oh, you're right. I did make a mistake. I've been doing that a lot here this week. All right, so instead of 8, I would get -4 there. Thanks, Renita. What did I do?
So you had it, never mind. I'm gonna, oh, wow, I'm having an issue.
Okay. All right. Again, I've been making a few mistakes this week for some reason. I don't know. All right. Any questions? Okay. Let's go over the homework then. Jacob, does that stuff come back to you a little bit from last year?
Yeah.
All right, so we started at number 15. So our answer should be 4x squared minus 4x plus 2. And then we have a remainder of 1. So it's plus 1 over x plus 1. 18 is 6x cubed plus 28x squared plus 137x plus 684. And then you got a 3,420 was your remainder. So you put plus 3,420 over x minus 5. 21 is just 8x squared plus 6. If you put 8x squared plus 0x plus 6, that's okay. There was no remainder for that one. Does everybody need to see 21? Is that what the fraction? Just put 1/2 in your little box, that's all. 24 is a long one. Negative 1x to the 6th plus 1x to the 5th minus 2x to the 4th plus 2x to the 3rd minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 4 minus 1 over x plus 1. Any questions on the long or synthetic division problems? Okay, numbers 27 and stuff is like this second and those 2 second problems that we did. So you just put in whatever they tell you, like for 27, you put actually 2 in there. It said x or c equals 2. And then find the remainder, which would be 25 for number 27. For 30 is negative 183. For 33 was negative 80. You have to add a lot of zeros to that one. And 36, the last one was negative 705. Questions? Got that, Wagner? Making sense to you? All right, I want to show you something that's going to be on the practice quiz. Here's the problem. It says P of x equals x squared plus 2x squared minus 5x x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. And then that goes like this, x minus 2. And the directions say this, and this is what's going to say on your practice quiz and quiz. It says, use synthetic division and the factor theorem to determine whether the given binomial is a factor of P of x. So what we're trying to figure out is this a factor of this? And we use synthetic division. So what's going to go in the box? 2. And we got a 1, a 2, a negative 5, and a negative 6. I didn't have to add any zeros.
You only add the zeros when there's not.
When it's missing, like if I have an x cubed, I need an x squared. If an x squared's not there, I put a 0 in that spot. Okay? So if something's missing, you don't have to, if the highest one you got is x squared, you don't have to worry about putting a 0 in for x cubed. Okay? So wherever this highest one is, it's got to go down in order, all the way down to the constant. If something's missing, then put a 0 in that spot. Okay? So I drop my 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. Remember, we add these, so that's a 4. 2 times 4 is 8. When I add these, I get a 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. When I add these, I get 0. Okay? So, are we going to say this is a factor of that? Or are we going to say it's not? What do you think? Since my remainder is 0. That's what you're looking for. If you get a 0 like we did here, then you're going to say yes, it's a factor. What's 4 divided by 2? 2. Is there any remainder? And 2 is a factor of 4, right? Okay, so that's what we're saying. So it's just synthetic division, real quick, easy. You're looking for a 0 there. If it's any other number, you say no, it's not a factor. Okay? And then the last problem on your practice quiz and quiz, it's the same type of thing. They're going to give you a polynomial. And they're going to give you a binomial. And this is what it's gonna ask you. It says verify that the given binomial is a factor of P of X. So if it's saying verify, what should you get there? 0. So the first part, you should get 0 there. And then here's the second part. It says, and write P of X as a product of the binomial and its reduced polynomial. So in this problem, we would write it as x minus 2 times whatever this is, all right? So if that was x cubed, what's this one? X squared, right? So it's just one extra step from the other two, then, from this one. Okay, it's going to say verify that, this binomial's a factor that, so you'd have to do your synthetic and show that it's equal to 0. So that's the first part, that's the verification part. Then the second part is write it as the product of the binomial and the reduced polynomial. This is the reduced polynomial. Remember, if it starts x cubed, then this one's x squared. If that started x squared, then that would be an x. Okay, so there's one less when we start that up. Okay, so that's going to be in addition on your practice quiz. I just wanted to show you those, even though we didn't really do those for homework. Because I figured a few synthetic divisions and those is pretty good enough practice. This should be a pretty, it's got 2 long division and the rest is synthetic division. Okay, so it should be a pretty easy quiz for you. Maybe if you need a better summative grade, this would be one that you can do better on.
200.
Right, Mason?
7 plus.
Yes.
For how cheap the house was on the. Oh, someone's gonna have to drive it and take it around. What else did you use? Like what? What is? Like food and beer.
This second quarter.
You're still in the second quarter. You
Yeah,
got this week.
yeah, someone's gonna be told you have to drive.
I'm calling it.
This will be on this second quarter.
I'm calling.
I'll drive something.
I was told you guys, I was more, you're gonna drive them.
It's not, my dad did it one day. When he went down to that way.
Oh, sure.
85 mile an hour, yeah. I'm not, I don't want to do it.
That's too much.
No, it wasn't. This one was.
You know what? My brother helped me.
I figured somebody's wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did not do the whole thing. You sat there and helped. I worked with it. What did I miss too? He was wondering, like, what did you miss too? I thought we did good.
Even better, right?
That H, what, OF?
No, I'm down.
Which one was this?
You don't want to drive from there all the way down.
No, I take it.
I mean, we have to do this first, F of 3.
No, that's pretty good.
So we put,
You were driving alone.
put a 3 in there for that X, right? 3 squared is 9 times 6 is 54,
My dad did it.
minus 11 would be 43. And then you take that answer, 43, and put it in H. So put it here, 40 is 43 plus 8 is 108.
Road top.
This is on a big fence.
Yeah, you just didn't finish it up, you didn't plug it, that's basically, you didn't plug it in.
I'll sit on the big fence. Done. Me, you, a big fence.
Alright.
What?
I can't believe, I was born to before. before break, wow. And then that was like 2 weeks. Then I went to a couple days after. Yeah, we went to, and it's funny because I got a test, like, whatever the one that I go to at the children's thing, and then I got another one. Because I went back before everyone was leaving. And like the blood test, and that one came back negative. So that's why I went, so I was like, I don't have it, and then I get, email from the hospital on the way down there, I got what's and that one's positive. I was like, so I mean, I was exposed.
Curl down the top,
Like,
curl to your bottom.
so I guess it doesn't really matter, but.
So did you stay with them then?
No, yeah, I stayed with them. Yeah, we went
See where it
down.
comes down and over.
We went down there Wednesday. We just were straight from-
I like that.
Is it Alan?
Yeah.
Now she's.
Yeah, so they're quarantined, so her sister, and, you know, her sister, because
So are we
they're friends with his little sister, so she brought her.
Right.
So they're quarantined. The last day is 10 days after that.
We gotta
You
get
won't be
the
back
big
till
area.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, Connor Taylor got it, me, Connor Taylor, yeah, Nathan Reynolds got it, and then another one of our friends got it. It was weird, we all went go-karting, and then right as soon as we got home, my head hurt, all of our backs were hurt. And then, it was like, when I got home, I had like a fever, I couldn't like get warm or anything. And fever lasted like a day and a half, and then after that, just like a headache. But then they gave me medicine for like a sinus infection, because that's what they thought it was. And I guess it wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, like the worst thing is like the fever, I guess, but not everyone gets that, so.
Gotta get back.
Everybody else different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, quarantine is definitely the worst part. You gotta really.
I know.
Yeah, so you're stuck in your room.
I mean,
Basically.
for the most part, I mean, we went for bike rides and stuff like that, but
I think I have to write.
couldn't do a whole lot. I guess it's better than being like. This is warm up there.
Hey, we're chilling. If they, someone books this week, we still got 19th to 12th and 26th.
No, we can't do that late. I gotta family.
Yeah, so,
I want in June.
I have to go like the first or second.
yeah, it's down to the first week.
Yeah, what is he? Yeah, we gotta go the first or second.
First week.
Well, we're booked. We gotta book.
Okay, book it.
Why
don't we
just get a visa?
$2,500 on the visa. Are you gonna do that? There's like cards out. Oh, I mean, no, watch on. Why don't we send a big group visa and just restaurant and spend it down there?
Not breaking.
We're putting everything in a block.
I'm telling you right now.
You break it, no, it's you break it, you buy it. That's what we're going
I don't know, there's not a lot of valuable stuff in the street. Now that I'm looking at the house, you're buying land.
Dude, watch the
Coffee.
pool.
Out.
Some people of the pool filters go out. Like $1 grand on it.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, right?
I mean, those are gonna be calculated.
No, they're.
So, they're not, they're still really. This isn't we get to Florida.
Oh, it is.
Act like everyone in.
It is. Exactly. Florida man, Florida.
We go to the Everett Beach. How far away is Everett
Yeah.
Take a rainforest.
I wanna go get Frank over.
Everett Glacier. Are we all going to Disneyland or are we gonna get to?
Yeah.
Your pictures from the guy.
You should face it.
Mark won't be like.
Oh, you guys don't really break anything in my house. I think we'll be chilling.
We're still up.
How, we'll probably be outside.
We're gonna be.
Guys, really? I'm gonna look at you and say, stay with it. Yeah. My dad's right here,
I think Nate got court.
Again.
You hear that, Mr. Madden?
Well, his mom said he hadn't got the release form yet. That's right, he had to go.
Oh,
They thought they'd have it today, but they didn't.
Was that? Oh, yeah, I mailed that puppy in.
I was on top of the wall.
On top of the ball? Honestly, Blue. The beach is a pretty far walk from the house. I think we're gonna have to get like the kid leashes and strap them all. Make sure we lose it.
Little monkey.
Make sure we're not losing any.
Mark had a lot of like that. Floaty.
Does Mark know?
Yes, I know, he looks like he's done.
He ain't good at swimming. He
I guess.
ain't very good.
He goes like Abe extended.
Harry?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, last night.
You need to keep the life jacket on at all times. We'll even do. I'm telling you, we're gonna be walking down the beach, right? Someone's gonna look to the left and think about like those guys and stuff. Just start down there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm just gonna put a waypoint
Like an old beef where I'm just.
I'm a lake.
Your house is down in Texas, a random girl walking to our house.
I think all
That's you guys off the back. And she walked a mile and a half to Whataburger. She said that was her house. You walked a mile and a half to Whataburger. Her house is 3 houses down.
I think that was all in one food.
I think I should.
We're like fine.
No, I will.
I'm messing with her.
Yeah, hold on.
Just fine.
Just so I know where you guys are. So we good. I'm telling you, so we're gonna walk to the beach. No, or just gonna walk down the beach.
Take a
Walk straight into
Take
the
a-
water and keep walking.
Oh, man. What if I'm gonna fall asleep at the beach? I think we'll somewhere in the morning.
Like big little moat around them.
Yeah. We should fix their goal after the meeting. Oh, we should We're not gonna use right for it. No, it's very,
Aren't they ghost crabs around there? Ghost crabs. That we can cook. These will run everywhere, like, they look like this. Run around. I walk all the way up there, and throw a rock. Scary.